set you free, what is the first thing you are going to do? Destroy him! Good answer.
With the Disney Lorcana Challenge Atlanta being tomorrow, I thought, hey, I wanted to do a fun video for you guys today. I'm Lorcana Thanos, and today we are doing an updated Hades and the Titans deck profile featuring the new cards from Ursula's Return. Let's get started.
You cannot live with your own failure. What did that bring you? Back to me.
Alright, so as you can tell, this is a 60 card deck. It is Amethyst Steel, and I call it Unleash the Titans. Quick description of the deck. Hades unleashes the Titans, and it's a casual thematic deck for kitchen table play or for your locals. So before you comment, dislike, whatever, please keep that in mind. This isn't a competitive variation. There is one you could do utilizing all the good purple and steel cards, but that's not as fun. That's going to explain some of the choices. So please keep that in mind before you comment. This deck sucks, yada yada. That's the point. Is look, the deck costs $31.61. Like, it's a cheap deck. It's not going to be very good. The point is to really lean into the archetype and the thematic relevance of the deck. So it is a 60 card deck. 53 cards are inkable, so you should not have a problem crafting ink, and 7 non-inkables naturally. 37 characters, 4 Forceful Duelist Hook, early game challenger, and pairs with our 4 Mr. Smee. Pretty standard in steel. If I butcher the names of the Titans, I apologize ahead of time. Mainly this big guy right here, Argus, the Cyclops. So he is inkable, 2 costs, and a 4/1 with 1 pip. He's our low to the ground Titan, and you need him to get the strategy going. Kind of early game, aggro stuff. Our next Titan, 4 copies of Hydros, the Ice Titan. So this guy has an effect where you exert him to exert a chosen character. So you essentially freeze him in place. Yes, he's a 2/2, so he's very easily removed, but he has 2 lore pips, and you're going to use them mostly for questing. So going on to our next row here, you see we have 3 copies of Benja. That's just the steel player in me. I have to run Benja for item removal, because you can't just go pure archetype, otherwise you're going to lose pretty quickly. Next up, 4 copies of Lythos, the Rock Titan, and unlike his Kingdom Hearts variants, he is a lot better in this game. So he, again, is inkable. He's a 4/1 with 1 pip and resist +2. Fantastic. And then I really like his ability, so you exert him, and then chosen character gains resist +2 for the turn. That can come in pretty handy when you are trying to clean up the board and you don't want your guys taking damage or as much damage. Heading into the 5 drops, we have 4 copies of Stratos. No, Jaden, not that kind of Stratos. So the Tornado Titan. So he is a 4/4. He has no lore pips. He's inkable, which is really cool. The thing I like about him is that he has evasive, and his Cyclone ability is really cool for the deck. It's really how you gain lore. So you exert him, and then you gain lore equal to the number of Titans you have in play. So that really helps with this guy. You can spam this guy, get these out. Obviously, we'll have the Lava Titan, which we'll get to. But you just want to spam these guys out as much as possible. And then quest with your... use this guy's ability and then get some additional lore that way. I went with 2 copies of Cerberus. Cerberus is in here strictly for the thematic relevance, being, obviously Lord Hades' dog. So obviously, can't have Hades without Cerberus. And he's a 5/6 and he has a pip. So, he can come in clutch when you want to get rid of stuff that has higher willpower, go into locations. Cerberus does have some relevance. And then rounding out our characters. So we have 4 copies of Pyros, the Lava Titan. So with his eruption ability, during your turn, whenever he banishes a character in another character in a challenge, you can ready a chosen character. So again, it's more of a way to board clear, and then he fits in with being a Titan, so more lore for your Stratos. And then naturally to round them out is the one who unleashed them. 4 copies of Hades' Hot-Headed Ruler. So he's a 5/5 Inkable and 2 lore pips. His ability is Call the Titans. You exert them to ready your Titan characters. So you can pretty much, go through, do all your stuff, quests, challenge, whatever you need to do. Exert Hades and untap them all. Big thing is to go with Stratos, obviously. Exert, gain lore, quest with your other Titans, Hades, and yada yada. Moving on to the actions, we run 4. Again, both of these, one of them does see play more often in a competitive sense, and the other one does not. So our first one is 2 copies of Rise of the Titans. This is item and location removal on top of Binja. Obviously, Binja only hits items. And then our other card is 2 copies of Olympus. Would it be that way? This card is in here for the meme. That's the only reason it's in here. It does have some uses, but it's very niche. But I just had to. We are running 15 songs. So 4 copies of Friends on the Other Side for a draw engine. 4 copies of Let the Storm Rage On. Again, deal 2, draw a card, pretty standard steel stuff. 4 copies of Strength of a Raging Fire. Again, you want to spam out stuff on the board, play this, and deal damage. 2 copies of Zeus. If we weren't running Olympus that way, I probably would up my Zeus's, but again, had to for the meme. And then 1 copy of the Mob Song. I wanted to run 2. I'm running 1 just for testing purposes, and that's strictly because of the new sing together mechanic. The ability is so it's sing together 10, and then you deal 3 damage up to 3 characters in our locations. So that's obviously very strong. Because most of our Titans are 4s and 5s, and then you have some lower cost guys, you're going to be able to get the Singer 10 off, Sing Together 10 off, but I didn't want to crowd myself too much. I mean, obviously, you could sing and then exert Hades, restand them, and do all your stuff, but I just wanted to do 1 copy of the Mob Song. Again, another one of that I wanted to go at 2, but again, I'd probably cut the Olympus is that way if you wanted to up the Mob Song in this. But we have Weight Set, and I thought Weight Set was interesting. 1, it's thematically relevant to this guy right here, and 2, I actually really like the ability. So whenever you play a character with 4 strength or more, you pay 1 ink to draw a card. So it's a little draw engine. Ideally, you do want to run 2. And again, look at how many guys we got. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 4, 16, so 18. So about half. Oh, and this guy, so 22. So I mean, that's a good portion of your characters have more than 4 strength. So this card would come in handy. And then we have, let me turn it sideways. So 3 copies of Thebes, the Big Olive. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So it's costs 1 to move someone there, and 7 willpower. It's pretty good. Costs 2, so not terribly expensive. And during your turn, whenever character banishes another challenge while here, gain 2 lore. So ideally, you're gonna want to use Argus, Cerberus, or Pyros for this. Even Hades himself could do it, but those are more of your stronger guys to be able to handle that and utilize that ability. But that is going to do it. All right, so that is going to do it for our updated Hades in the Titans deck profile featuring the new cards from Ursula's Return. Be sure to give me one of these if you can. I'm a young channel, so obviously any kind of engagement, obviously smashing the subscribe button and clicking the bell so you get notified of when I upload new videos every Friday. That is the current date that I upload at. Also, to everyone going to both DLC events, good luck. And if you see me around in Atlanta, be sure to say what's up. Be happy to chat with you guys. I may be a little out of focus because we're gonna be focused on the event, but be happy to cut it up, talk about the game, or whatever you guys want to talk about. So if you're gonna be in Atlanta, I will see you there. Otherwise, I'll see the rest of you next Friday. And remember, the hardest choices require the strongest wills.